Hello, my name is Mila Dolina. I'm holistic fertility and prenatal yoga specialist. And today I'm going to talk more about uh, 4 stages in preparation for mindful and gentle birthing. So there are four things we need to focus on when we are preparing for mindful birthing. It's like more of natural birth, so even if you give birth at hospital, you can still do it and you can still prepare yourself physically and mentally for an amazing experience. So I'll just briefly name them and I'll go more deeper in details after. So first of all, of course, it's our body, because the body is solid. We can touch it, we can feel with our body. So definitely, first thing we do, we prepare our body for the mindful and gentle birthing. Then we work with relaxation. We're learning to relax the body. And it doesn't come overnight. So you tried one technique which I gave, you tried the birthing, and then the next day you can easily give birth. Uh, sure, you can still do it. However, we are programming our body in repetitive manner. So basically, we are preparing like at least 3 months before giving birth. So regularly we do those techniques, relaxing, the breathing, and we're teaching the body to relax. We're visualizing contractions, we're visualizing our childbirth experience, and it helps us to prepare for that very moment. The third thing, it's meditations, and they are more working with our subconscious mind. And I suggest to my clients to do those meditations either at the moment you just woke up or the moment just before you're falling asleep, because at that very moment our mind, they get weaker, so there are more entrance to our subconscious mind. So the meditation which you listen during the headsets, it goes like deeper into the subconscious mind, and it also uh, re reprogram those beliefs which you had before. Maybe you heard from your friends, your family, that birthing is this and that. So the meditations are helping with that factor. And of course, the part I really love, and I don't hear people talk much about it. So we're learning to connect to our true animal nature. And I'm also going to talk why it's important and what instruments I'm using to prepare my clients for this, and more briefly soon. So let's begin with the body. I think there is no wonder why I pick first the body, because body is something like we are feeling with the body, and the birthing is a really intensive process, and we need a strong body for it. If you were laying on a sofa whole 9 months, the chances that you're gonna um, give birth naturally, they are really low. So we are working with the body. We're starting with our aligned and strong feet. Then we go to our strong legs, the pelvis area, the pelvic floor muscles, the pelvis itself, it's aligned, it's strong, it's flexible. Uh, Definitely we're working with our chest, because when the belly is rising, belly is getting bigger, so we are more tense to um, cop up, like it's more difficult to open up the chest. So we do some chest openers which are suitable for any trimesters. uh, and in that way, in that manner, we are preparing our body. Definitely, we're gonna talk about nutrition. I'm not the nutritionist, but there are simple, basic advices which you can follow during each week or each trimester. And there are lots of applications which are suggesting like at this certain moment the brain is developed in your baby or lungs, and it's just like common sense, you eat those products during that period. Nutrition is also important in order to feel healthier, that your body is not under the stress, that you're not lacking some nutrition, some minerals, vitamins, and so on. So uh, definitely we're going to touch this topic. I'm also going to share my experience. I'm a vegetarian for more than 8 years, I believe. I didn't count. So if you're interested, it's not mandatory to be vegetarian. I'm not preaching vegetarian lifestyle. Just if you, in case you are, I can share my experience, what I was eating, so I get enough protein. Then we are moving to the next stage of relaxation. And I found it for myself and my clients, it's one of the most difficult stage, because we learn all like when we need to cope up, when we need to do things, but to relax, it's much more harder. Relax our brain, relax our body, relax our uterus. So that's when the breathing exercises, some certain movements, they are coming and helping us. Again, we are activating visualization. So we're placing our mind like we are giving birth. So you can visualize it from movies you've seen, or maybe like somebody was sharing their experience, and you can just picture it in your mind if you didn't have this experience before. And with the breathing, we kind of uh, reprogramming the mind, learning to relax deeply in deeper levels. And it's really helpful because during the childbirth, when our pelvis is widening, and if we are tensed, if we are not letting the process go through, then when contraction comes and we shrink and we tense and we are like stressed, that's the moment when there are more intensive feelings in the body coming, because the energy doesn't flow, the energy doesn't go. And it's easy to talk because I experienced myself. So during those contractions, you learn to let go, you learn to release, you learn to open up to all those contractions, to all those might be unpleasant feelings in your body, but you let them go with breath, with movement. And in this case, your body is learning to relax, your body is learning to release, and childbirth is much more easier, much more faster, and much more pleasant. So that's basically all about breathing exercises, which we are practicing throughout. And when we practice it for at least 3, 6, or 9 months, our body is having that anchor in mind. So, okay, when I go through this, I do this, and I have an outcome. Definitely during childbirth, you might forget. That's why I'm really encouraging every woman to have someone next to you. If your husband is not really ready for it, because I also, my clients, they come with their husbands, and I also showing the breathing techniques, so the husbands, they can help their wives, their partners during the childbirth. So it's easier for them, so they're like anchors, they remind them, breathe this way, breathe that way. If it's not an option for you, you can invite doula, or you can invite your close friend, like someone really close, someone who will not annoy you. It is important. Someone who can truly understand and support you at that important moment. So these breathing exercises which I share with my clients, the certain movements, they're really helpful. They help me, they are helping my clients, and that's something I'm going to share with you also. The third stage we're going to talk about is meditation. So basically what I mentioned before, certain period of day when your mind is not that much strong, your ego is not that much controlling, you have more chances to uh, touch that subconscious mind, those subconscious settings which we are might be not even aware of, and to get more understanding of what is birthing for you, you can do simple tasks. Just sit, uh, put a timer on your phone like 20 or 30 minutes, and just write anything which comes on your mind regarding childbirth, and you will have an idea. When you don't focus, you just let it really go while you are writing, and you will have an idea what's going on there in your mind. So during the meditations, we are learning to change, reprogram our brain, reprogram our subconscious mind, and to practice to accept the idea that birthing can be positive, that birthing can be mindful, can be pain free, and that's really important part of the work. I also recommend my clients be mindful, like what the surroundings, the people you are surrounded with, the people who are next to you, especially if you can. It's not like your family or your husband. If you can choose those surroundings, you need to be really mindful. My own experience, when I was pregnant, I literally didn't let anyone to share their negative experience with me. When people were trying and starting some, oh, my daughter, she just had a terrible, I was like, I don't want to hear this. I choose not to hear this. I'm pregnant. I'm preparing myself for the best, for easy, and I don't want to hear the negative stories. Sorry. People, they were like shocked, but that was my choice. And I was just listening uh, some positive birthing experience like videos in YouTube, how to prepare myself. I was reading lots of books which was showing like both there was like hospital births and also home births, and I could choose myself what is more resonating with me. So I was in this journey, like I didn't let anyone to interfere, because our mind, especially when we are pregnant, it's like a sponge. It's really absorbing all the information. And least and last but not least, uh, it's we're learning to connect with our true nature, with our animal nature. And why it's important, and why I talk about it, even I don't hear much when prenatal teachers, they talk about it, because me myself, when I was pregnant, I was like really observing what was going on, and I didn't have animals at home like cats or whatsoever, but I was visiting my mother-in-law and she had a cat. So, and that really moment when I was pregnant, the cat was pregnant as well. So I've seen how she was preparing for giving birth, and for me it was like wow. It was really wow. I could see how she is. No one told her. She was alone. She didn't have a midwife. She didn't have a doctor, but she trusted her nature, the nature, her genes, the DNA, like all the information is there when we let off control, when we trust our body. So during the whole pregnancy, we're learning to tap into that memory in our body, in our cells, through some intuitive movements, through some intuitive meditations. They're going to be more like movement meditations, active meditations. Also, I'm giving some uh, instrument like to work with your emotions, because they're really, really important. To be aware what I feel any moment of our life. They bring you closer to understanding like who you are, what you feel, how you're supposed to act, not to pretend that no, I'm good, good, good. Big girls don't cry. No, you're really going through each and every emotion, and you learn to cope up with it. You learn to release them. So I found this really important, and basically all of those four steps are important for women, and not only in childbirth, but as a childbirth, it's like I feel it's like the moment of truth, the let's say mm, the exam, the exam of the life, like how you were preparing, how you lived the life before, and not just 9 months, like really before. That's how your experience is going to be. uh, Definitely there are more things, like it cannot guarantee like if you'll go through it, if it cannot guarantee that definitely you're going to have pain-free mindful experience. There are many things which are not in our control, and that's the other thing we're learning. Like we do what we can do, and we uh, releasing all the expectations, because we are not the God, and there are certain things which we cannot control. But when I do what I'm supposed to do, I feel more confident. I feel in peace with myself when I did all my best. And this confidence, I think this is like really important part. So you do your part, and then you're like, okay, whatsoever, what's gonna happen, I'm ready. So basically that's all I wanted to share today. And the next videos I'm going to talk more about each and every phase. So I'm going to share with you some um, asanas for to strengthening the body, to work with our pelvic floor. We're going to do also breathing. I will share with you meditations. And I hope you are going to enjoy. If you'll have any questions, please write in comments below. Love and peace. Namaste, and see you soon.